Hi there. Brady, Charlie, Garriet here on another episode of the Ahsoka Entertainment Squadcast. Episode, what are we on? 18?
This is 19.
I'm calling the police.
All right, we're back in it. We're backing up the camera, boys. You can take it off me, Garrett. Make sure it's not sitting on me the whole podcast. All right. Hello, everyone. I need to get back to the creative entrances, man. That's what made it fun before. When I dive bombed Olaf.
That was the most amazing thing ever.
So, let's talk about some wrestling this week. But before we talk about this week, Charlie, and we're going to go back to it, but overall thoughts on All In, because I personally did not watch, and neither did Garrett, but we saw some results. You know, we heard some news coming out of it about Marty Scurll going over on time, and a little bit of heat apparently for it because they went 16 minutes overtime. So that's a little more than a tad overtime. Like, that's not like 30 seconds overtime. But overall, what'd you think of the show? You watched it live.
Yeah. So I watched it a few hours after on New Japan because I didn't want to do the $40. But when you avoid the spoilers, it still feels like you're watching it live. And yeah, I thought it was fun. It was a fun sports entertainment show. And you left it feeling happy and it flowed very nicely, which is a big thing with wrestling today.
What did you think about the Dick Druids?
Oh, unbelievable storytelling.
Top notch.
To get from point A to point B where that ended, like from being the Elite almost a year ago with the whole dick thing. He's a dick faker. Like,
all right, man, what was the worst match of the night?
I'd probably go the tag match that opened it. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. SCU and the Briscoes.
Wow, that's funny because a lot of things that I was seeing, people said that was the match of the night and that the crowd died after that. That should have put that on later or something.
Briscoes are just not good. So.
Oh my God, dude! People say that they're like the best tag team in the world right now. Wow.
Yeah. They're top 5 ROH, and ROH has what, 4 teams?
I haven't watched them, but I mean the best tag team in the world right now is in NXT. So TM61, am I right, Garrett?
The mighty.
I love Street Profits.
Yeah, that's true. Street Profits are great. All right, let's get started. Well, let's start off right off with our best segment. As far as wrestling news, I mean, it's a little bit of a slow news week, right? News has come out that Daniel Bryan has signed a contract from multiple sources, but we don't know how long. And then Rey Mysterio has a contract in place, right, Garrett?
Yeah, I saw something about Rey Mysterio. I never pulled that up. I can look it up really quick.
Yeah, he has a contract in place, but so
the Mixed Match Challenge is announced again.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the blue Mixed Match Challenge.
We got R-Truth and Carmella.
Jinder Mahal and who?
Alicia Fox.
They're winning the whole thing.
100%.
They better.
Jinder Mahal is just slowly going to die, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. I could see him gone from the company within a couple of years.
Like, they're going to keep giving him little mini pushes here and there, but the pushes are going to be worse and worse every time, and he's just going to not show up one week. And we're never going to even know it. It's going to be 6 months down the road. We're going to be like, where's Jinder Mahal been? It's going to be like Chad Gable.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Chad Gable's just out of the company, apparently. Okay. So let's start with our first class segment of the week. Garrett, I'll throw it to you first.
Yeah, so Raw had some pretty hot stuff on it this week. Honestly, I didn't think there was much bad wrestling this week, like all around. I mean, there was some bad stuff on each show, I think. I think that's just wrestling in nature. In the nature of wrestling. What am I talking about?
And when Garrett says there was some hot stuff on TV, he was talking about Drake Maverick in that AOP gear.
Indeed. However, we had a title switch on Raw, which happens not very often anymore, honestly. It seemed like the Intercontinental title switched a couple of times here over the last few months, but now we've got Ziggler and McIntyre as your Raw Tag Champions, which is a switch that a lot of people have said was needed. I had a friend actually I was talking to up at school the other day who said he hates the B team, so I guess that needed to happen. But yeah, I guess it's B team, no.
Aw, I like the B team.
Same.
Yeah, But yeah, so what did you guys have this week? Because yeah, there's not much to say. It was a decent match. I mean, you expected it to be, and it was based out of the idea that the Revival being beat up means, you know, it's wrestling logic. If you beat up the team that's supposed to be in the match, you get in.
The switch needed to happen. Let's be honest. Last week, Garrett, you and I talked about, you know, Charlie bailed on us, but it's fine. Last week, we talked about how the Revival having this championship match this week. That was what was supposed to happen. And then they pulled the swerve and had the Revival get knocked out. So now the Revival are in a little bit of a babyface position, which I talked about last week about Revival being in a babyface position when they couldn't get it done and AOP taking the titles. So in all honesty, them doing this, same thing. Revival, I think, would work great as baby faces. They've been heels for so long, but they're just such good workers and they have such good chemistry. Them working against Ziggler and McIntyre is great, especially if WWE, I feel like they know that McIntyre is going to be a world champion sooner rather than later, and you need to keep him elevated to a point where it's not just, oh, we don't have anything for you, so you're just going to be Ziggler's lackey. He needs to still feel special, and this is the way to do it.
Think about this really quickly. In the last month and a half, Ziggler has been Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion. They're finally recognizing Dolph Ziggler, I feel like.
Even in 2018, he was U.S. champ, so he's had a good year.
Yeah. That's crazy. Charlie, what'd you like? What was your first class segment?
I'm going to do the over-budget Battle Royale from All In. Just,
there's a lot of stuff going on in that match.
It was so fun, and that's kind of the bottom line of what All In. So, you know, it's just a lot of fun. And Flip Gordon finally getting booked, you know, on their pre-show that's awesome.
And Charlie sent a text to me or a message, whatever it was, saying, dude, this Battle Royal got me so hyped that it makes me want to buy the actual pay-per-view. Is that not the whole point of is that not what pre-shows should do for you?
Yeah, exactly. If I had the funds, I would have done it. It wouldn't even been a question.
That's why UFC during the prelims on Fox, they always just throw out two dudes that don't care about killing each other. So that way, hopefully, there's a bunch of brutal knockouts, and then people will go buy the main pay-per-view. And that's why you see so many more knockouts and brutal submissions and stuff on Fox. Because people go, they watch the prelims, they're like, oh my God, this is going to be epic. 10 o'clock rolls around, they're not done watching fighting. So all of a sudden, oh, I don't have time to get to a bar or anything. Guess I'm buying the pay-per-view for $60, however much it is. It's great. It's genius.
Yeah.
I guess it's my turn. Something that I thought was the best this week. Now, there were many things that I liked this week, but one thing I really want to talk about, especially since we don't see these guys very often, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels had a promo against each other. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about the match, but Triple H versus Undertaker, I think I gave less than zero you-know-whats about this match. I was not excited for it at all. I'm like, dude, Triple H should theoretically win. Undertaker probably shouldn't be wrestling anymore at all. And so they're trying to promote this as the big sell for whatever this thing is called.
Super Showdown?
Yeah, there you go. Super Showdown. And I don't care about it. And then they said, oh, Shawn Michaels is going to be on. And I was like, great. So Shawn Michaels is going to come out here, spew some nonsense. Shawn Michaels is cutting a promo, and I'm listening to it. And it's, it's all right. And then all of a sudden, The Undertaker shows up. And it's Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker staring each other down. And they teased Shawn Michaels coming back for one more match. And my God, if Shawn Michaels came back to face The Undertaker at WrestleMania with the stip that... Because basically, Charlie, I know you didn't see this, but it's definitely worth the watch if you go back and watch it on YouTube. Basically, Shawn Michaels said, ever since I retired, everyone has been saying one more match, one more match. And the only reason I haven't come back and wrestled is due to respect for you saying that I was going to retire when you beat me. And Undertaker was like, I know that if you were to come back and wrestle, there's only one guy you'd be going after, and it's me. And so, man, it was good.
It was pretty good.
If they had another match at Mania and the stip was that Undertaker has to retire if Shawn beats him, woo! It'd be good.
Pretty wild.
All right, eyes going nuts.
I'd be down with it.
But then, of course, sadly, every week there are just things that we don't want to talk about with wrestling, but sadly, we have to. And that's things like this.
Charade getting on the top floor in the high rank district. Here he goes, crossing himself. Oh!
Hell. To hell with that.
You know when that happened, everybody in every locker room was just sharing that clip around.
Absolutely. You know, they're like, oh my God, he's dead, as someone in the crowd says. You can just freeze. I wish the video was better quality. Imagine if the video is like really good quality. Like if that was in WWE today and like Neville botched and hit like that.
Dude, you'd have perfect shots of it. You'd be able to, and they'd have multiple angles of it, so they'd be able to do a cross. They'd be able to go into like multicam and like figure out exactly when he went wrong. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Neville, Neville has not conducted a single interview or really talked to anyone since walking out of WWE that one Raw week, however many months ago that was. It was a long time ago at this point. It's weird.
Yeah, over a year now.
The reports are that he moved back to the UK and he's not taking any bookings or interviews. I hope the guy's all right.
WWE UK is about to be a thing, so
yeah.
No, he's not with the company. He's not coming back.
Yeah, I agree.
He might go to Japan if the money's right. Or you know what I mean? UK wrestling's big right now. Who knows?
Well, Charlie, what was crossing itself, praying to be a good segment, but was not this week?
Yeah, man, they've been trying to bring the Bella Twins back full circle here, and wow, Bella Twins in the Riot Squad was something I never knew that I never needed to watch in my life. That hurt watching that one. Brie Bella messed up the suicide dive, so they had her do another one, and she messed that one up too. So, and I thought of the first one, she died. So,
yeah, I think what we're learning about the Bellas is that maybe they're just need to stay retired at this point, like because they're both like gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, God, okay, it's one of those things, like. We have this Evolution pay-per-view coming up, right? And in my opinion, why shouldn't this be celebrated as the next step in advancing women's wrestling? When the Bellas are the last remnants of the Diva era, where they're just they can't wrestle. They look really good. They don't cut a good promo. All they do is pull hair their whole match. Nikki Bella got better, but Brie Bella is not cut out for this new style, this women's wrestlers revolution. It's not good.
Mess.
Mode.
And the only time I ever saw someone botch and then come back to it later in the match and it actually worked was that time we were at NXT, Charlie. Who was the guy that did that?
Fabian Eichner.
That's him. Fabian Eichner, man. Garrett, did we ever think about that?
No, it sounds German.
Dude, so yeah, Fabian Eichner, which he's great apparently. Apparently in the Performance Center, he's drawn a lot of comparisons to Cesaro. Just amazing work ethic, and he's young. He's going to be great. So he does this move where he runs up, steps with one foot on the oh no, he just jumps up straight to the top rope, stalls on the top rope, and then does a front flip. Does a senton, I should say, WWE terms, and lands on the guy on the outside. Well, we were at an NXT taping where he ran up, got on the top rope, got squirrely, and fell head first, like straight down all the way to the floor.
Ouch. And
it took him like 30 seconds to really like get their bearings back. The guy like jumped forward, whoever he was facing, like jumped forward and tried to save him. And like it still didn't work all that well. We were just hoping he was okay. And he gets up, and later on the match, his opponent goes out to the outside again, and the crowd just stands and like, yes, please do it. And he's like getting pumped up, and he just nails it the second time. That was probably the biggest pop I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And then
see, like if you can recover, yeah, go for it. But if you're not like an athlete on the level of like that guy or Cesaro or AJ Styles, or like, there's a reason those guys can get away with more. There's a reason why Cesaro can pop a beach ball and everyone's still like, but it's Cesaro, you know, like.
Also, he's Italian, apparently.
Interesting.
He wrestled in Europe under the ring name Adrian Severe.
Why didn't they keep that name?
He appeared in the Cruiserweight Classic. Did not know that. He got beat by Jack Gallagher in the first round.
That's why.
Yeah. Jack Gallagher was my guy in that. Well, him and TJP. I remember texting Charlie the first night TJP wrestled, and I was like, dude, this is the guy, TJ Perkins. Somehow the guy ended up
Perkins. Who's Perkins? I only knew TJP.
Right, sorry, TJP. TJP is my guy, man. That's still one of my all-time favorite moments in wrestling. When he came out to the video game music, the first pay-per-view, I was watching it with Charlie and Rick, and I freaked out. Okay. Crossing itself this week, Garrett. What'd you not like?
Yeah, so there wasn't anything like, I don't think, like I said, that really ground my gears particularly this week. But, I think the IKonics deserve a little better. They've proven themselves as capable on the mic and semi-capable in the ring, at least, Peyton has, in ring. So I think that they should have a full-on feud at this point. They should have been in the title scene a lot sooner, if you ask me. But obviously they have certain people they want to keep relevant. I think if Becky were to ride this huge wave of momentum she's gained and then face them, it would be a really interesting feud. However, right now they're kind of technically feuding on TV with Naomi, and it's like they have to have a TV feud. And it's like they always start it like the week before the pay-per-view or something like that. And then like the pay-per-view goes, and then in a couple of weeks you have that for it. And it's like it doesn't advance anybody. Naomi's not doing anything right now. She's probably not going to be in the title scene anytime soon. I mean, maybe, but you never know. But like, and they clearly are. So I don't know what they're doing. Just floundering at this point.
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while, I shouldn't say every once in a while, every once in a, all the time, you see WWE just drop the ball with people, and hopefully, hopefully the guys can recover. But at this point, it's hard to overcome creative whenever they botch anything,
Yeah.
All right. Worst segment of the week for me. Crap, what did I say? Help me, guys.
I do not remember at all.
Worst segment of the week. Also from Raw. So my best and worst were from Raw. So we've got this rivalry going on, the Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre. Now McIntyre and Ziggler have the gold, and Braun probably will have the gold soon. So they're creating a nice power couple, power trio, I should say. And okay, last week Kevin Owens quit. I listed this as my best segment. I said this was my favorite thing all week because you got me interested in Kevin Owens, WWE. You did a good job. Or maybe it wasn't WWE. Maybe just Kevin Owens got me interested in Kevin Owens. It's probably closer to what it was. I look like I'm balding. Got to bring the hair up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And what happened this week? Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre were getting attacked by the Shield. And the entire heel locker room comes out, led by who? Kevin Owens. What? Kevin Owens, you've been getting... exactly, Cat. Hold on. Quick, Cat cam. Let's get over here.
That thing is done for the day. Wow, look at that specimen.
Meow.
Oh, I did it right after you said that.
That was Garrett's cat. All right. Anyway, Kevin Owens has been getting destroyed by Braun Strowman for the better part of 3 months. And then he's going to lead the locker room to help Braun Strowman. Once again, this whole all heels love other heels and all faces love other faces. Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. When Braun was a face, Kevin Owens hated him. But now that Braun's a heel, dude, they're best friends.
Why is Braun a heel?
This is what I was trying to highlight in the title of this episode, which is what is a heel, what is a face in 2018?
The heels are the cool guys and the faces are the lame guys.
Pretty much, right?
I mean, the good thing is that with the Shield stuff, like, luckily they haven't spoon-fed us a lot of stuff. They've let people come up with their own conclusions, which is what they should do, right? Because there was a turn, but there was a turn by Braun and the Shield and stuff, but dude, that cat is wanting your attention, man. Give it a scratch on the chin. Oh, it's a good cat.
Giddy.
All right. Welcome to the Catcast. Dude, should I just do a live stream of my cat? Do you think that would get a lot of views?
Yes.
Absolutely. If you had to put that in the title, though.
Twitch 24-hour cat stream.
I see feet.
Dude, you have to be you could get Twitch.
Please. Garrett, you got control. Mute him. Mute him.
He mutes himself.
I'm blobbing myself, dude. All right. And now it looks like you got a cat butt for an ear. Nice. We're going downhill fast, boys. All right. Anyway, any other overall thoughts about Raw or SmackDown this week, guys? Garrett, I personally thought, like you said, I didn't think anything was offensive, and I easily could have put Samoa Joe, AJ Styles stuff on the top. Also, Paige is looking better than ever. You know, she looked thinner in NXT, but you know. That's because she was getting workouts and making videos about them. All right.
Hey.
Kidding. Paige, you see this? I love you.
Police.
Wow, dude.
911.
Can we cut to Charlie real quick? Can you put the camera solid lock on Charlie, please, Gary? Charlie.
It's myself.
Charlie with the protest this week. He's going against Nike. He's going against Nike and buying only Adidas gear from now on. He's officially
heard it here first, folks.
He's burned all of his Nike gear.
I'm going to bed.
Why can't you just?
We gotta watch some Leighton sports cards. What are you talking about?
Rocking my black dad hat.
All right, if you guys want to add me on Xbox, it's Cat Thumbs. I haven't said that in a while.
You want to call the police? It's 911.
Wow. I'm not even doing around the ring this week. It wasn't much. Let's be honest. Dana Brooke decided to leave Titus Worldwide, and Drake Maverick joined AOP.
Why'd she leave?
They distracted her.
Yeah, they were distracted her during her match, and she yells, "I'm done!" and leaves.
I mean, at least they kind of gave somewhat of a conclusion instead of just never associating them again.
Oh, also Daniel Bryan and Andrade Almas had another good match. It was pretty good. And Aiden English redeemed himself.
Big dog status?
So Aiden English has been costing them every single week. And then which leads to, we already know, Aiden English, oh my God, hiccups. Aiden English is turning on Rusev next week. 100%.
Is he, though?
Yes. Rusev and Aiden beat the Usos and Sanity in a triple threat tag team match. And Aiden English did everything to help Rusev get to the win, which means, assuredly, Aiden English is turning on Rusev because we can't have nice things. Anyway, guys, we're going to Disney tomorrow. Probably going to live tweet the whole thing. You know, it's a little half date going on, but you know, it's all right. Oh man, what?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, we've officially lost it. Like and subscribe. Click the bell if you know we are live. Till next time, guys. Screw Nike. Go Adidas. Right, Charlie?
No.